Damn, it looks a lot better now. For the last couple, this is how you start a video. For the last couple of days, I've been having it on manual focus, and it was never in focus. I think it's the little things. Before I walked up here, I was like, I gotta make my shit presentable. Dude, I still got the polo on from last night, dude. I'm such a goofball. Anyway, this video, I suppose, what it's about. Now that you've already left, because it's already like the 30-second mark, is about this new content I've discovered on YouTube. It's the most interesting thing I've ever fucking seen. It's super fun to watch. I am a big enjoyer of Dark Souls games. Really, I guess that's what this is actually about. I want to kind of talk about something gaming related, and just kind of the fun things that you can do. I suppose we're talking about esports in general, but the particular niche I've discovered is nothing I knew existed until about 30 minutes ago. And basically, what it is two people who are speed running in Elden Ring on a randomizer seed, and two people compete on the same account, and their goal is to get as strong as humanly possible, as fast as possible, and what they're trying to be doing better, what they're optimizing for, is killing as many bosses as possible in 2 hours, and try not to die at all while you do it. Because if you die, well, like let's say you don't die, then every single what your number of killed bosses is, that's your score. That's they're basically, it's an esport. They're trying to get a high number, which beats the other guy. Like they're playing basketball, right? At the end of the game, 21 to fucking 17, I'm the winner, or whatever, right? You get the idea. But if you die, well then you're locked at wherever you died at, and you're probably going to lose unless the other guy dies and you each have one death. Then it's just whatever your highest score is, and so on. Interesting concept for the scoring. It's a randomizer though, so what happens is like completely chaotic. But there's a lot more esports that exist that are kind of more balanced, I suppose. But this is not really one of them. And there's a whole lot you could say about should an esport, how can you balance certain types of esports? And I also think there's like a lot of cheating in them. But generally, like I've always more been interested in like speed running. If I was ever interested in a game, like again, I'm very into the Dark Souls series. Started with Bloodborne, and now I've played pretty much everything that that team made except for Dark Souls 2. I don't know. I guess I just believe the hype or dishype or whatever you want to call it. I'll do it one day probably, but I have seen some footage of like the worst part of the game, which is just like getting mobbed by random bullshit, and that seems to be pretty common. But anyway, some people still love that game too. I mean, I don't know, so I'm sure there's something good about it. But anyway, I really want to play Lies of Pi now too, or P, or whatever they call it. Lies of P. I think that's how they actually pronounce it. Looks actually so fun. I stumbled in. I'm probably some late game boss, and just like what he was doing in there, just like it felt very Sekiro like, which Sekiro was really fun. And I haven't really played it as much because it's too hard, and I'm fucking a scrub, dude. I feel like I used to be like decent at these things, but the only thing I've ever really done in this realm of like trying to be good at a game would probably be like doing like Blood Level 4, Bloodborne, or Soul Level 1, Dark Souls 1. But I never really did any of the other challenges. Like some people do so much insane stuff. I've been watching people do it for years, and I think it's a really fun type of content to consume. So like guys like Distortion 2 and that one Swedish guy who's awesome. Sorry. I don't know. There's a couple I don't know. Why can't I remember that guy's name? Because he also played Dead by Daylight. I think that's how I discovered him. Because he ended up being in both of those communities, and I thought, how much fun would that be, dude? If like your whole job was to like play Dead by Daylight and speedrun Souls all day, it would be fucking fun. But I really just don't think I have the talent for it. You know what I mean? And that's what I mean. They actually are kind of a sport. I enjoy the casual playthrough of a lot of these games. I'm definitely not competitive, really. I can only really get competitive in something like DBD because I just have too much of a no life, addiction to it. I'm trying. I don't know. Maybe I'm trying to quit that. But I guess really not. I don't know. I did kick it, I suppose, when I was working, but now that I have nothing to do, it's taken back a small portion of my life. But anyway, I really think that one I gotta downscale that shit. Once I'm home, I'm sure I'm gonna be doing a lot of different things, not just this shit. Still just waiting on my refinance to close, honestly. I mean, I just can't really do too much. Feel like I'm just trapped in this financial decision, and it won't let me go. So I'm just waiting for that to end. But besides that, this is something I found that was super fun to do. I was like, holy shit, what the fuck is this content? So what I'm realizing is that I suck at these games, though. That's what I'm really discovering. Like, it's really fun to watch them just demolish the bosses. Like, if I like have a really hard time with a boss, dude, sometimes when I'm like in that fight, I'll like, before I beat him, right? I'm like, what am I supposed to do? He's kicking my ass fucking every time. Like, I'm sure many people understand this feeling of like getting whooped on by Melania or Promise Consort Radahn. Two particularly hard bosses who, I had my struggles with too. I'm sure I probably took maybe 3 or 4 hours. Sometimes, like, I'm definitely sure it took me like 5 hours to get Radahn. Also, but he's bullshit though. Actually, his light was fucking lagging my shit out, bro. I'm like, what am I supposed to do, bro? The lag is killing me. My processor can't handle all this bullshit, Radahn. Anyway, but the point is, I love the fights, but I think I'm compared to these guys who just absolutely demolish them. It's just insane what they do to them. Like, I try to be as good as I can, but they know something about this that I don't. Like, they have some it's simple stuff. Like, they just probably have better reaction time, and also I feel like they just retain what they know about the game so well. Like, making the decisions that they actually genuinely, like, at this level that they're competing at, they have to know exactly where everything is. The fastest way, the fastest grace, the exact route, where they exactly got to pull, even in this game mode, which is like not base Elden Ring, it's a randomizer, but they know the principles of what they should be doing. And anyway, they're just going through the game at a speed that's unreal. They beat the game like they've almost like got to 90% total game clearance, which for someone like me would take like 50 hours. They're doing it in 2 hours. You know what I mean? So it's just a difference. It's just a complete difference in play. You know what I mean? And I don't want to ever do that. I don't know. I don't think I could. I genuinely just don't think I could. There's just no way. Probably. I don't know. Fuck. It just seems challenging, I could never compete with Mr. Hoosier and Lil Aggie here. These guys are fucking monsters. But anyway, I don't know what else I even want to talk about other than that it's fun to have something to talk about. And you know what? I never would have talked about this ever before. Like, if I ever was to watch something on a stream, I'd be like, oh, I'm not going to mention it unless I really know that person would be open to it. Like, I've talked about, longtime fan of the channel that's about Metal Gear Solid. I'm doing a replay of Metal Gear Solid 1 myself. I think, I don't know, I've watched that channel on and off for a couple years. Mostly when I was in college. I'd throw it on when I was playing DVD or something. But they're called Outer Heaven now. They used to be called like United. Anyway, it's a group of guys, and I like all of the guys, really. Anyway, the point is that I do enjoy watching some of these people who are passionate about their game of choice and really having a mastery of it and an understanding of it. And like, for those guys, they're much into the artistic side of that game, of that entire series, of basically the Metal Gear Solid series in particular. That's what the channel's themed around. But gaming, right? They're interested in all of it. And really dissecting what did somebody mean when they wrote the story of Silent Hill 2. I think that this is it's getting more and more appreciated, I think. But there's a lot of fun to be had with games. And I never really have felt bad about it whenever I'm doing it. I'm not like, oh, I wish I wasn't wasting time. Dude, I love it. It's fucking great. Just sucks to be you if you don't enjoy it. But anyway, moving on. It just seems, I don't know. It's fun. What's the big deal? But as long as you're balancing your life out, like I said, I balanced my life out very well. And now I don't need to. I can do whatever the fuck I want. So I'm going to talk about it right now and probably watch a little bit more of this. And then I'll probably stream one of my own because I want to play games more than I want to watch them. But this shit is how you can learn. If you really want to get better at something in esport, study. You literally you got to watch film, bro. It's crazy. But anyway, it's just kind of a little fascinating piece of culture that you might be missing out on. And you're probably still missing it because you definitely didn't watch this. See ya.